The FMC is helping shippers get their money back, and Q&A from shippers and manufacturers. Hey guys, happy Monday. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend, and here are your top stories. The FMC has stepped in to get shippers back some money. That is some great news. So the FMC is opening up an investigation on violations of the Shippers Act. The commissioner of the FMC, Rebecca Dye, is actually looking into this and getting money back to these to the shippers because they're paying a lot of money on detention, on demurrage, and it's not by their fault at all. This isn't something that's caused by us. It's actually caused because of what's occurring with the shortage of equipment and drivers. So they're trying to come up with a solution, and the FMC is stepping in. So great job, Rebecca. I'm so glad to hear that. What I'm also really glad to hear is Happy Lloyd, or Hapag Lloyd. They are actually also working with shippers and reversing some charges and waiving some charges as well out of Long Beach. So that's a great start. So thank you so much. That's great for us in this industry. We need more of this. We need more of these steamship lines to really help out. To give you an idea, last week the rates for FEU from Asia to the United States was about 51 to 5,300. I just saw the rates currently, and they went up to about 6,000 in FEU, which is astonishing. But what I also did get was I got an email from a forwarder letting me know that they've just renegotiated their contracts with these steamship lines, and they're all premium rates. If they wanted to move, it's got to go on premium rates. So the steamship lines continue to keep taking down this path, and I really wish that they would just help us out and let's fix this problem together instead of the price gouging. But it is what it is. But there are certain lanes as well that I got from this forwarder that gave me this information that she also saw lanes of containers from port to port up to $10,000 in FEU. So it's all over the place, but I'm really glad that the FMC is stepping in and really helping us out. We need that help. Thank you so much. Air freight rates. Air freight rates are skyrocket. I saw rates. People have been sending me rates anywhere from $3 a kilo to $10 a kilo. I just don't know what to do but laugh on that. Those rates are just astronomical, and they're also getting bumped. So a lot of these airlines are moving these top they call them GSX or express rates, and they're paying them, and a lot of people are getting bumped and getting very frustrated. So I hope we find a way to resolve that as well. I did see a couple of people post a couple of articles of capacity issues. You guys should definitely follow it. Brendan Fried is great. So yeah, give that a whirl. In trucking is, we're still short on drivers. But what I did get here was a couple of emails advising me that some truckers are actually taking bookings 3-4 weeks in advance. And then when it's time to move them, they're not moving them because they're looking at the rates that other people are paying, and they're leaving all these containers behind. And now these forwarders are suffering with these charges of demurrage. So truckers, guys, communicate with your forwarders. It's time to work together because just like it was before, you got to start creating loyalty. Loyalty has kind of gone away in this industry, and I'm hoping that this platform really brings it back. But I'm hoping that situation's not true. I did ask for the name of the trucker, so I really hope that those things aren't happening. If you're a trucker and you're taking orders, move them fairly. Don't increase the pricing. Just let's all work together. So, in other news, we have for Q&A. That's right. Q&A has been big. So after last week, Love and Logistics, my email box is full. So what I decided to do was actually bring some of the questions out so that I can answer them to you guys, because I think it's very important, because I think that a lot of you guys are going through some of these situations as well. So, all right, so we'll go question number 1 from Nancy from Georgia. I typically have my containers to door move with the steamship lines, but they never seem to deliver on time. What should I do? Oh, well, that's a great question. That's a great question, Nancy. I typically always suggest my shippers, when they're working with their forwarder, to always request, if they can, to do the door moves themselves. With that, you have a lot more flexibility. You have multiple carriers you can go to multiple brokers. I personally don't suggest you route anything final mile with the steamship lines because it's always based on their schedule. So I know that a lot of these manufacturers or shippers have certain times that you have to schedule with, and if the steamship line doesn't really mesh well with that, it could take forever to get that container. So I've always said just do the final mile yourself. Don't leave it up to the steamship lines. That's my only solution. So Nancy, I'll give you a couple of other truckers that you can look at and kind of get some pricing for yourself, but I wish you the best of luck. Another question came from Rigo out of LA. My trucker took a booking 1 month in advance, and now they want more money. What can I do? Well, there's nothing really that you can do. I mean, you have an email, you have the rate. Obviously, it's accepted. You got to look at the terms as how long their rates are. But I don't think there's very much you can do. It's a trucker's market out there. So right now, the best time to do is work with these truckers, start to create those alliances again. But there's really nothing you can do. You're stuck. So sorry. Best thing you could do, or what you could do, is find another trucker. But I know that in that area, they're not taking orders till probably the end of April, beginning of May. So which would be no help for you. But I will send you a couple of truckers and warehouses because I think you might need those. But I'll send you an email on that as well. And then I have another question. This was Stephen J. from Kansas City. I have small shipments coming out of China, and I keep getting the runaround because my shipment never flies out. What are your suggestions? Look for a consolidator. Look for a good consolidator out of Asia. I will send you a couple here. You can also contact a couple of guys over at Honor Lane. I can give you some contacts there. I've worked with them for many years. But check with your forwarder, or check with a forwarder, because I wasn't sure if you were a shipper or not. But you did not put a freight forwarder, so I'm assuming you're a direct shipper. So. But yeah, contact a consolidator. Maybe that'll help you. But again, small shipments, large shipments, anything coming out of Asia is going to be having some really long delays. So there's really not much I can help you with that. So, okay guys, and that's all we have time for today. I know it goes really fast, but unfortunately LinkedIn only allows 10-minute videos or less to be posted on LinkedIn. So that's why all my videos are within 10 minutes. So I will be able to answer a couple more questions for you guys on Wednesday. I'm also going to talk about a new port that opened up on the East Coast that just took its first vessel. I don't know if it's going to help with alleviating any of the congestion, but I'll bring that up next week. Also, don't forget about Thursday's podcast with Mr. Bill Paul discussing employment retention and employment placement in the logistics industry. It has been really good. The feedback has been great. So looking forward to seeing you guys all on Wednesday. Thanks and be well.